Hi, and welcome back to Pure Roads Disc Golf. I'm David.
I'm Tim.
Today we're going to do a little special video for you. We're going to try our hands at disc dyeing. Tim's going to show you the lotion bed method, and I'm going to show you the Floetrol method. It's basically a paint conditioner. It's used for like paint additive. It kind of makes the paint flow. So we'll see. And Tim, what kind of lotion do you recommend they use?
Cocoa butter. Or
What name brand? Queen Helena lotion. Hold it up to the camera so they can see it there. That's the brand that we recommend. You can find that at Walmart. I think it was, what, $3 a bottle, something like that. As you can see, we have already kind of started a little bit. We've got Tim's got his lotion dyes already made. It's just the dye. We're using Pro Chem powder dye. I've got most of my dyes made. I'll make another one here in a minute. But first of all, he's going to show you how he makes that. Well, actually, we're going to clean our disc. So, what disc are you dyeing today?
the Innicore from Trax Panda.
I am dyeing a Rhythm from Axiom. So we'll see. What you're gonna want to do first, gonna take some. Of course, you're gonna like spots. You want to make sure to take and like clean it with a magic eraser. Just be careful. You can take the stamp off them. Gonna spray it with a little isopropyl alcohol. That helps remove any release agent that the mold agent release that they use at the company when they make the disc. So, go ahead. Yep. Wipe it nice and good. Get the rim because you're going to try your rim too when you dye it. Okay. And then you can set it to the side. So what's he going to do? What he's going to do next is he's going to make his base for his dyeing. Go ahead and tell him what the ratio is, Tim.
1 cup cocoa butter and then, is it 1/2?
Half.
Half cup of water.
So basically a 2 to 1 is what you want. You want it kind of like, when you're done, you want your butter, your cocoa butter lotion to be kind of like paint consistency, basically. So this is the first time that Tim and I have done it this way. We did do a practice run the other night. Turned out okay. Good old cocoa butter, gotta love it. So. I do also recommend, we're using press and seal wrap to on our pans. We just use a cheap Anchor Hocking pie pan, and then we put press and seal in there. When we made the dyes, we used the Dyers Guild. They have a sheet that kind of gives you an idea how to make your dyes. I will link to Dyers Guild in the comments so you guys can find that. Doesn't have to be, specific, but you want to make sure you got enough lotion in your bed so that you can have get your disc all the way in there. Yeah, very good. Now once he's got his water and lotion in there together, he's going to mix it up. Like I said, you want to get a kind of a paint consistency, basically. Keep mixing, keep mixing. So Tim, what do you like about disc golf? What's been your most favorite thing about playing disc golf so far?
Probably just getting to hang out with you.
Cool. How did you get started in disc golf?
By one of my robotics coaches.
Tell me a little more about that.
One day we were going out and cleaning our local course, North End, and he decided after we were done, we went and he gave us a disc and we played a couple holes.
Cool. I think that's probably good. Go ahead and try pouring that in your pan there and see what your consistency, see how much you got there. Now, the biggest thing about this, you want to try to do this with not creating any air bubbles. Got a spatula there too if you need to kind of use to scrape some of that out.
Does not seem like it made much.
I think it's probably gonna be good. I think your disc will sit down in it. What do you think?
I don't know. It's not enough.
Oh yeah.
Okay, never mind. It just didn't spread out.
So now what he's going to do is he's going to kind of smooth that out best he can. He's going to take and also, some should have put that right in there. Show him some of the other ways that, yeah, start shaking around a little bit, tap it. We did put plastic covering on the table just to make sure we didn't stain our table.
You could probably use like newspaper if you.
Yeah. Just don't want to get the wife upset, you know. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna let that. He's gonna let that sit now. Go ahead and put your caps back on. While he's doing that, I'm gonna show you. So in my cup here, I just use this paper cup. I've got about a half a teaspoon of dye with a teaspoon of hot water. Mix that up. Then I'm gonna put the Floetrol of 4 ounces into the cup. Once I get that in there, I'm going to stir it up real good. I would recommend probably wearing gloves just to be safe. Crap. Tim, paper towel. Actually, no, let's take this. Like I said, as you can see, probably would have been a good idea to wear gloves. But I didn't.
Yep.
Live and learn.
And it is the same type of way of doing it for lotion. You'd put the hot dye in water, and then you'd add 4 ounces of lotion into the bottle.
Give or take on the lotion.
Yeah, give or take.
There we go. So get that in there, screw the lid back on. Give it a good shake. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go pour my base. Is some air bubbles, so I can do a couple of different methods here. You can just kind of let it sit, hopefully, or one method you could do is a little heat here.
And it just pops the bubbles. Can you possibly also, like, if you had a vacuum chamber?
Oh, probably, but I wouldn't know about that. I'm just gonna get most of these big bubbles. Yeah. How's yours looking, bud?
Good.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and put your pattern in and show them what you can do.
So I have one in blue. Could probably do yours too. Or doing it separate.
I'll wait for you to get there.
Straight?
Yeah. Start, yeah. Maybe I'll just with a pitch of water. As you can see, we made these dyes yesterday for the lotion, and I think it's might have dried up just a little bit. So, I'm gonna add just a titch of water to maybe try to.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Can you have one of those? Because I'm going to try to poke, see if there could be something.
No, it's clear.
Okay, never mind.
Then give it a shake.
Okay.
Feel a little better?
I think so. Sounds like that at least.
Like I said, this is the first time doing this, so a little bit of trial and error here. Okay, there you go.
That one wants to come. Oh, there we go.
Between those I just made.
What's that? Go.
One sec. Like I said, trial and error, folks. Trial and error.
Just like running out. Can
As you can see, he's going to fill in these stripes now. He's making red and blue stripes. Trying to keep it, you know, somewhat of a solid, consistent line. Lotion's a little hard to work with. Don't you agree, Tim?
Yeah.
What pattern are you thinking about doing in the
That was spiral.
spiral? Cool. There you go.
Start.
As you can see, he's got his bed all laid out. Now he's going to take his stick and stir it up.
Slide in?
Yep.
Okay.
So what he's going to do, he's going to do a spiral pattern starting on the outside and working his way in. And get all the way here so you can see better. Trying not to lift his stick from the Cool. So then he gets to put his disc in. A lot of people use just their thumbs. Biggest thing is you want to try to make sure that you go from kind of an angle. Try not to create any air bubbles as you do it. Now he's going to push it down in there gently. Make sure it's covering everything. Okay, now I'm going to do my method. Tim, why don't you go to the other camera there and kind of maybe do a little bit of a close-up while I do this. When you do these, they say to try to let them sit for what did they say, Tim? Like 8 to 24 hours. You can also, like, if you have a food dehydrator, use a food dehydrator. Heat lamps work too, just so it's a little better. So. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make circles here. It's pinkish red. I'm going to go to my bright blue.
Ow. Oh. Oh. Coming back to join.
And I think I'm going to go orange. And I think maybe we'll go ahead and do the yellow too. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this straw and I'm going to blow out from the center and make like basically bubbles, basically, or splatters. Now, if you want to, you can come back in and kind of blow from the out in to make like white lines in between. I'm going to let that sit for a minute or two. Kind of let the cells develop. As you can see, there's like little there's like each color's kind of got its own little cell there, making its own little color. I'm actually going to take this lilac and put a little right here in the center.
There is also like a flower pattern, guys, that I could have done.
And let me go grab something. I'm going to try something right there in the center real quick. You can keep it going. Keep talking to him, Tim. Squeeze by the camera here. So one thing you can use is silicone, and it helps the cells develop in the dye.
I did not realize that was what you could get from that for.
So as you can see, watch the blues moving out and kind of do a couple of drops. And now I think what we're going to do, I'm just experimenting here, folks. I'm just having some fun here, trying some different techniques. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the stir stick and just kind of stir it up a little bit. I think that's kind of funky looking. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah.
Psychedelic a little bit. I may have mixed some colors that made it looks like some of mine turned brown, but hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
So just like Tim, I'm going to take my disc here. Make sure I don't have any silicone on my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to try to get it as centered as best I can. And there you go. Push it in there. Okay. Well, so that's it, folks, for now. We'll see you in a little bit when these are done. Well, we're back. A couple lessons have been learned today. If you use a heat lamp, be very careful using the heat lamp. We had the disc sitting underneath the heat lamp for just a little over an hour. And Tim, go ahead and show me your disc. There is a little warpage. Tim's disc kind of melted. So make sure to, keep an eye on your heat lamps.
Yep.
So there was his pattern. Mine turned out okay. As you can see, little brown. So not bad. First time. These are the practice ones we did. This is one I did. And then Tim, go ahead and show yours. So, yeah, like I said, first time learning. So, if you like this, give us some likes. Maybe we'll do round 2. So we'll see. And as always, happy disking.